Hello everyone, it's me, it's Mark, and I'm here with you for another live stream class. Before I do anything, I need to know if you can see me. I need to know if you can hear me. If you can see me, if you can hear me, please say yes in the chat so I know everything is A-OK. Helga says yes, thank you, Helga. Carlos, howdy Carlos. Carlos says yes. Baran says yes. Okay, Kasserine says yes. Marcelo says yes. Okay, great. You can see me, you can hear me. Everything is how it should be. And as you know, we always start our class with the toast. Actually, two toasts. Hello, Hannah. Hannah says yes. Okay, pick up Martha. Martha says yes. Okay, good, good. Pick up your drink, whatever you're drinking. Of course, I have hot coffee. And our first toast will be for the members. You see them, their names are in green. They support me. They support the channel. They are the green team. Carlos is here. Carlos is representing the green team. Let's give Carlos and the rest of the green team a big thank you. Cheers, bump, cheers, bump. And because, and because we had a toast, we have to have a drink. Bottoms up. Okay, our second toast, it is for you. Because without you, there's no reason for me to be here. So let's toast to you. Let's toast to a fun, interesting, informative, and productive lesson today. Cheers, bump, cheers, bump. And because we had a toast, we have to have a drink. Bottoms up. Okay, good. All right. That was our toast for good luck, and for sure it's going to be a great lesson today. And here is the lesson plan. We are going to start with an idiom worksheet. We're going to compare two idioms. We will then do a worksheet and practice those idioms, right? You're here to practice, and that's what you will do. And then after that, we have another worksheet, and that is comparing grammar pairs. So we will look at a pair of grammar items, things important for your grammar, and we will practice those, of course. And then we have a video dictation. There you will listen to 8 sentences and write them down word for word. Yeah. And our idioms, our first worksheet will be a slap on the wrist and face the music. And then our comparing grammar pairs, we're going to look at the pair of grammar, may versus might, may versus might. And then our video dictation, our keyword is hardly, hardly. Okay, so that's what we're doing today. So I hope you're ready to practice with me, and of course in the chat. By participating in the chat, by practicing in the chat, you're helping yourself and you're helping others at the same time, because we learn by example. So the more sentences there are, the more examples there are, and that means the more learning there is. Okay, so let's go ahead and, to participate in the chat, you must be a subscriber to my channel. I do that. Only subscribers can enter the chat. That is to keep the bots out and to keep the spamming out, so we have a safe and fun place to practice our English together. Our chat is filled with wonderful people, helpful people, and so we're all here helping each other, practicing together, and having a fun time practicing English, using English. Okay, so please subscribe, get in the chat, help yourself and help others at the same time. Okay, let's get into it. Our first activity is comparing idioms. It's a worksheet, and the two idioms are a slap on the wrist and face the music. I'll write that on the board. Here we go. A slap on the wrist. And face the music. Okay, and they both relate to punishment. Punishment. Okay, so they relate to punishment. A slap on the wrist is very, very light punishment, right? It just a slap on the wrist, right? You're not going to get in too much trouble. And then face the music, you accept the punishment. You accept the consequences, right? So you know you did something wrong, so you're going to admit it and accept it. You're going to face the music. You're going to take your punishment, okay? So first, let's look at the worksheet. And it's right up here. Oh, and on Patreon, you can get all the worksheets. Support me there so I can support you here. All the worksheets you see here are on my Patreon. Okay, here is the worksheet. And gonna make it larger so we can see it. Okay, a slap on the wrist versus face the music. So the two idioms relate to punishment or accepting consequences. Okay, let's learn how these idioms differ and how to use them in real life situations. Of course, that's what we want to do. Okay, so a slap on the wrist, meaning a mild punishment for doing something wrong, right? Mild, not strong, just like maybe they're going to use a loud voice. They're going to just say, don't do it again. An example, he got a slap on the wrist for arriving late. Just a warning, right? Do it again. If you're late again, then you will be in trouble. So this is just a warning. Don't be late again. And then our next idiom, face the music to accept the consequences of one's actions, right? So you're going to accept, you're going to take the punishment. Oh, Frosty. Hold on, Frosty. Wait. Okay, face the music to accept the consequences of one's actions. Example, she knew she had to face the music after missing the deadline, right? So she missed the deadline. She knew she messed up. She knows that she will get in trouble. She knows she will get in trouble. So she's going to face the music, go in, tell the boss, hey, I know I missed the deadline. I'm very sorry. It won't happen again. And maybe the boss is going to yell at her and she's going to accept it. She's going to take the punishment. Frosty, thank you. Welcome to the green team. All right, Frosty, thank you so much. Yay. All right, so we got 2 green team members here today. We got Carlos and Frosty. All right, thank you so much. I appreciate your kind support. I really do. Okay, welcome to the green team. All right, let's continue. Yeah, there we go. Carlos says welcome. Okay, let's continue with the worksheet. Okay, and let's chat. So this means let's do some sentences in the chat, right? Have you ever received just a slap on the wrist for something? So have you ever received light punishment for doing something wrong, right? Were you late? Did you miss a deadline? I don't know. Maybe you were speeding and the police officer just said, hey, this is a warning, slow down, but you didn't get a ticket. You just got a slap on the wrist. And then 2, when was a time you had to face the music? So when was a time that you had to accept some punishment that you know you did something wrong and you accepted it, you understood. So in the chat, let's hear your experiences with slap on the wrist and face the music. Remember, we're going to use real life situations here, right? So your experience. Let's practice using these idioms in real life situations. Okay, so I'll give you a couple minutes to tell us, and then we will continue with our worksheet. So 2 minutes. Let's hear your experience. If you remember, right? So Helga says, maybe in my childhood. So yeah, I think we've all had, we've all received punishment from our parents or teachers. But if you can remember a situation, that would be great. Where you had to face the music or you just got a slap on the wrist. Okay, Iman, I know that I am going to face the music when I missed a class 3 times in a row. Iman, don't miss class. But you face the music, so that's good. Right? So when you face the music because you did something wrong, that is good, right? Admitting that. Good, Helga. I face the music when I'm late. Right, so you know you messed up, right? You know you shouldn't have been late. So you face the music because you know you did something wrong. Okay, about 40 seconds, and then we will continue on with the worksheet. Umesh, I got a slap on the wrist by my teacher when we went to a nearby village without informing. Oh, okay, without informing the teacher, right? So good. So maybe the teacher said, okay, stay here, don't go over there. But you did, and the teacher gave you a slap on the wrist. It wasn't so bad. Marta, I received a slap on the wrist for answering bad to mom. Yeah, so you maybe talked back to your mother. You weren't polite to your mother, you talked back to her. Okay, that was 2 minutes. If go ahead and continue if you have stories, but let's go ahead and continue with the worksheet. But if you have stories about your situations, don't, keep going. Okay, I'm gonna make it larger so you can see the people on their phones. Oh, Katie, once I cheated on the exam, but only got a slap on the wrist. Oh, you got lucky. So when you're younger, that happens, right? So maybe elementary school, junior high school. But when you start getting to high school, punishment is, stricter for cheating, right? And then university, you're gone. There are some schools that have, I don't know, the policies, different policies, but my university was if you were caught cheating, you're out of the university. So they're very, very strict about that. And also about plagiarism, saying that you wrote it, but you didn't, that'll get you kicked out. So the younger you are, then, perhaps you get a slap on the wrist. But, as you get older, as the grades get higher, meaning 10th grade, 11th grade, the school years. As you go on in school years, it's not such a slap on the wrist. It's more severe. Let's see, Umesh says, there's no situation such as face the music. Didn't think I did any fault in my own life. Yeah, so that's not good, right? Because if you did something wrong, you should understand that. And if you understand that and you accept it, then you're facing the music and you're going to be better off. So it's always good to face the music. Okay, so fill in the idioms here. We got 1, 2, 3, we got 4 sentences. He only got for breaking the rule. And Carlos has a slap on the wrist. Let's see how it works in the sentence. He only got a slap on the wrist for breaking the rule. Yeah, that works because he only got, right? Only. So that means not much of a punishment, right? He only got, meaning received. So we receive punishment. And if it's light punishment, then it's just a slap on the wrist. Okay, number 2, it's time to and admit you were wrong. See, Katie has faced the music. Let's see how that works in the sentence. It's time to face the music and admit you were wrong. Right, so that is correct because of admit you were wrong. So that is showing that you understand you were wrong. You are saying you are wrong, right? Admit, meaning you say that you were wrong. You verbally use your voice. Tell the company, tell the boss, tell the teacher, I'm sorry, I was wrong. That is facing the music. Okay, number 3, Iman, slap on the wrist. Let's see. She got instead of being fired, right? A slap on the wrist. Again, the key word is got, receive, right? So you receive a slap on the wrist. She got a slap on the wrist instead of being fired, right? So harsh punishment, strict punishment would be getting fired. But she wasn't fired, so she just got a slap on the wrist. Okay, number 4, they had to after failing the test. Okay, Katie has faced the music. So they had to face the music after failing the test. Yeah, so had to, meaning to do something, right? And so they had to, so face the music is admitting you're wrong, taking the punishment. So that is an action of doing something. And so had to, that's our key word. So had to face the music. Okay, very good. Good to see Frosty. Frosty, good, good, good. Okay, now we're going to make sentences now, everybody. And then the key, I got to make the worksheet smaller here, shrink it down a little bit to get everything. Oh, it needs to be smaller. Sorry. Okay. Okay, there we go. I think we can see it. Okay, so remember the important, okay, so we're going to make our own sentences using a slap on the wrist and face the music. Remember the key differences, very important when you are writing your sentences. A slap on the wrist, mild punishment, not severe, not hard punishment, but mild punishment, light consequences, right? So the actions of your mistake are light. And then face the music, accept consequences. So you will take the punishment. You admit to the punishment. You say you are wrong, and it's more of a serious situation. Okay. Angela's here. Hello, Angela. Okay, the green team is strong. We got Frosty, we got Carlos, and now we got Angela. All right. Okay, Hannah has a sentence. Oh wait, Carlos, it's time to face the music and admit you were wrong. Good sentence, Carlos. Okay, Hannah has a sentence. Oh no, now I have to face the music and maybe get a slap on the wrist. Good sentence, Hannah. She's hoping for a slap on the wrist, right? She's gonna admit she's wrong, hoping that it's going to be mild punishment. Right, Hannah? Good. Helga, they received a slap on the wrist for smoking at the bus stop. Okay. Yeah, they're outside. Perhaps if you're like inside a building that said no smoking, it would be a stricter, punishment. Smoking on an airplane, that is severe punishment, right? That's a big time ticket. You have to pay a lot of money if you smoke on an airplane. If you go into the bathroom and smoke on an airplane, that is a big no-no. You get harsh punishment, big punishment. You have to pay a lot of money for that. But smoking at a bus stop, you're outside. Maybe people just say, hey, don't smoke. You shouldn't smoke here. And you feel embarrassed. And so it's kind of a slap on the wrist only. Okay. Helga says, I had to face the music after being late. Angela, she got to face the music to eat Mark's cookies. Yeah, okay. Angela, good. She had to face the music after eating Mark's cookies. Okay, here we go. We're going to fix your sentence. I like it, Angela. She had to face the music. She but had to. She had to face the music after, right? She ate the cookies, so she had to face the music after that, right? So she had to face the music after eating Mark's cookies. Iman, you should clean your mess or you're going to get a slap on the wrist. Okay. Katie, sooner or later, you'll have to face the music for the mistakes you made. Very good, Katie. All right? Everything catches up to you. Maybe this time you didn't get in trouble. Maybe last time you didn't get in trouble. But in the future, you will get in trouble if you keep doing that. I like it, Katie. Umesh, I got a slap on the wrist when I went to a movie without informing my father. Yep, that's not good. You will get a slap on the wrist for that. Carlos says, I'm reading all the sentences. That's what we do here. We learn from each other. We read the sentences to get all those examples. Great job, Carlos. Katie, the player broke the rules, but the referee only gave him a slap on the wrist instead of a suspension. Very good, Katie. You guys are using the idioms perfectly. Angela, she had to face the music after eating Mark's cookies. Perfect. Yes, Angela. Good. Iman, you shouldn't face the music if you didn't do anything wrong. Good. Okay, let's go 2 more minutes. And then we got to do our next activity. You guys are doing great, but I have to be careful of the time. So here we go. 2 minutes. Write your sentences. Carlos, your dog bit my cat. You have to face the music. Good. Umesh, I had to face the music when I did trouble a boy by showing him a toy lizard. Okay, Umesh, I had to face the music when we can make your sentence shorter and better. Okay, smoother. Here we go, Umesh. I had to face the music when I showed a boy a toy lizard. I had to face the music when I showed a boy a toy lizard. Don't scare little boys or little girls with bugs and snakes and lizards. They don't like it. They're going to scream and cry. Don't do that. Don't make the kids cry. Don't make the children cry. Or like babies, right? You like scare a baby. You make a baby cry. Oh, I feel so bad. The mother gets angry. I'm sorry for making your baby cry. I think so too, Helga. I like lizards. We got these really cool lizards here in Japan that are like blue and green, shiny. We have some beautiful lizards here in Japan. And I like geckos too. The kind that have like the webbed feet and they can climb walls and windows. They're beautiful. Catching butterflies, I like it. I used to do that. I still do that. Okay, good. All right, that was 2 minutes. Let's go on to our next activity. We got a lot to do today. But great job, everyone. Carlos read all your sentences, so that is great. Carlos liked your sentences. I liked your sentences. Okay, again, worksheets on my Patreon. Support me there so I can support you here. All the worksheets are on my Patreon. Okay, let's go now to our second activity. And that's another worksheet. We're going to look at some grammar pairs. May versus might. Number 2. Okay, grammar pairs, and they are may and might. Okay, let's look at the worksheet. May and might. Right, so may, they're possibilities, right? It's possible, it might happen, it may happen, it might happen, it may happen. It's a possibility. So might is maybe less certain. Okay, so again, it's a possibility. It's not for sure, but might is even less possible. Okay, but they're pretty much equal. That's a lot of these grammar pairs. They're basically the same, but maybe they vary in certain situations. But most of the time, you can use either one. Most of the time, you can use either one, and this is so might less certain and more formal. Okay, so maybe if you're talking to your teacher, you're talking to your boss, you're writing a paper, you might want to use might because it's more formal, right? So I might go to the beach if it's sunny, right? I may go to the beach if it's sunny. So they both basically in that situation mean the same thing, but might is more formal, okay? And if you're even less certain, even if you're like, you have no idea, then you might use might, okay? If you're not certain, right, then you might say may, and then if you're even less certain than that, you might want to use might. But in most cases, they basically mean the same. So let's look at the worksheet and we can practice. Okay. Okay, so we have explanation here. Okay, may, used to express possibility or give permission. More formal for that, right? So, like for example, you may go to the store, right? You're giving permission. You may go to the store, and so that's formal. And subject plus may plus base verb. Example, it may rain later. It may rain later. Okay, so subject, it, because of the weather, right? And then may is our key word there. And then rain is our base verb. And then more information. So it may rain later. And then might also expresses possibility, but usually with less certainty, right? So you're even less sure. Subject, might, base verb. So the pattern is the same, just the key word's different. Might. It might rain later. Okay, so you're even less certain about that, right? It may rain. You're looking at clouds, and you have, it's not for sure. You don't know for sure, but you see clouds, and it may rain later. I'm not going to wash my car, right? I'm not going to wash my car because it may rain later, or I got to bring in the laundry. I have to bring in the laundry inside the house because it may rain later. And then it might rain later, might, so even less certain, right? So maybe you will wash your car, right? It might rain later, but I have time. I'm still going to wash my car. I think it won't rain, so I'm going to do it anyways. It might rain later, but I'm still going to wash my car. Okay, now let's practice here. Okay, so we're going to complete the sentence, fill in the blank with may or might with the correct verb, right? So we got come. So the verbs are come, snow, leave, see, be, right? So we're going to use the keywords may or might with the verbs, right? And then we have our subject, he, it, you, we, she. And then what's the situation? All right, and then following the verb is the situation. Right, so I think for you, you're going to decide which one, let's say, decide which one on certainty. Okay, so just put yourself in those situations. Are you, more certain or less certain? So that's how we can separate it. How certain are you? How certain is he? How certain is it? How certain, are you? How certain are we? How certain is she? Okay, so I'm letting you write the sentences in the chat, and then I will give you my interpretation, right? I'll give you my, my feeling or how I think may or might should be used in these sentences. Okay, good. Okay. Hello, Julia. Okay, I'll give you a little bit. Okay, Helga has 5. Umesh has 5. Angela's on 4. Okay, Catherine's on 3. Okay, Carlos on 4. Okay, Katie. Okay, I'll give you my opinion of these sentences. Okay, number one, I would say he might come to the meeting if he finishes work early. So, or maybe may. He may come to the meeting if he finishes work early. Okay, so of course we don't know because if, right? If he finishes work early, but we don't know, right? So, okay, I'm going to say may. He may come to the meeting if he finishes work early. Okay, might is okay too, but for me, it just may sounds a little more natural to say. He may come to the meeting if he finishes work early. Number two, now the other part of the sentence, but we are not sure. So I would say might for number two. It might snow tonight, but we're not sure. So what you're doing is you don't want to say, it may snow, take your jacket, right? It may snow, don't drive to work, right? So you're advising someone, maybe like, I don't know. So don't listen to me. If you want to go, you should go. So it might snow tonight, but we're not certain. So for number two, I would say might. So number one, may. Number two, might. And then three, you may leave early if you finish your test. So you're giving permission, right? You're giving permission. So may. You may leave early if you finish the test. So you're giving permission. So for sure, number three is may. And then because you're giving permission. And then number four, see her at the party. So again, either one is okay. We may see her at the party. We might see her at the party, but might sounds more natural to me. I think people would use might more in this situation. Again, we're uncertain. We might see her at the party. We haven't had any contact with her. Maybe we just heard through rumors. Another person said, oh, Sue might come to the party. So then you're just repeating, oh, we might see her at the party. And then number five, she be at home, but I'm not certain. So again, she might be at home, but I'm not certain. So maybe you're talking to someone and they're asking, oh, is Sue home? And then you go, I'm not sure. She might be at home, but I'm not certain. Okay, so number one, he may come to, or he might come to the meeting, but he might come to the meeting if he finishes work early. He may come to the meeting. Okay, number one is either one. It might snow, might. You may, three is may. And then we might see her at the party and she might be at home. Okay, so again, these are, the only one for sure is you may. Okay, so that is a certainty. You have to use may when giving permission. Okay, but the others, it's up to you, how you feel about it. Okay, okay, which is correct? Again, you will fix the sentence, or not fix the sentence, which one is correct? So 1A, I can help you later. 1B, I may help you later. Okay, which one is correct? And then 2A or B, 3A or B. Okay, Helga says 1B is correct. Okay, Angela has 2A. And so follow the pattern, right? Follow the pattern. If you follow the pattern, you will be correct. Okay, good. Angela likes milk and cookies. Healthy snack, right, Angela? Milk and cookies. Okay, Helga has 3B. Kastrine, 3B. Okay, so I think you guys got it, right? So we want to follow the pattern. So, of course, it's one is B, right? I may help you later. I may help you later because we are following the pattern subject may plus verb, right? Base verb. So can help, we're not using can, we are just using help. I may help you later. Good. Number 2, follow the pattern, and that's going to be A. He might be busy now. So not to be busy, but just be busy. So 2A, he might be busy now. And then 3 is B, right? Follow the pattern. It may rain later. So rain, just the base verb. So 3A, it may rains later. No, it may rain later, base verb. Okay, good job. Okay, so we have another page. Okay, we have another page to practice. And remember, the worksheets are on my Patreon. Support me there so I can support you here, right here. We're doing it together. I make these worksheets for you, so that'd be great if you support me on Patreon. And then you can, by supporting me there, you can get all the worksheets there. Okay, good. It's a service for you to support me. Okay, Angela, I'm full. No more milk and cookies. I'm full. Okay, here we go. Page 2. Now we're going to correct the mistake, right? So the first step, you noticed, okay, which is the right word, right? Is it may or might? You check, right? You decided. Then there was one wrong sentence, one correct sentence. So you looked at which one is correct. Now you're going to fix the mistake, right? So each step, you have to be more involved. You have to understand how to use the grammar pairs correctly, right? So each step, it's more of a challenge. Each step gets more challenging. So now you have to fix it. You have to change the sentence, correct the sentence. Find the mistake. Good, Hogan. Maybe Kahlua and milk. There's some Kahlua in Angela's milk. The Kahlua make it chocolate milk. Okay, Helga has sentence 1. Kadeen did 1. Okay, Helga's done with 2. Okay, Kastrine's done with 1 and 2. Okay, Carlos is done. We got 5 sentences. Okay, Angela. Okay, Carlos. Okay, Helga. Good. Okay, you guys are almost done here, so remember, follow the pattern. Follow the pattern. And then after this worksheet, we are going to do the video dictation. Okay, good, Carlos. Okay, we got one more here, Carlos. Okay, great. So, okay, let's fix these sentences here. So remember, we want to follow the pattern. So it is subject, may or might, and then the base verb. All right. So one, it's not a to there. It's just the base verb come. So there's no to. So that it should be she may come tomorrow. She may come. Yeah, that's what I said, right? She may come tomorrow. So get rid of the to. Follow the pattern. Subject may, base verb come. Number two, follow the pattern. I might go to the concert, right? Go. We want the base verb go. I might go to the concert. So get rid of the, so there's no goes. It is just the base go. Number three, again, the base verb. So no ing there, just come. We may come to the event. We may come to the event. So it is not ing, it is just come. Follow the pattern. Number four, okay, we don't use mights. Okay, just might. So there we get, there's no S. Gotta get rid of that. They might be at the restaurant. So there's no, not mights, it is might. And then five, follow the pattern. There's no to be, just be. He may be tired. He may be tired. Okay, good, good, good. Good job. Ah, right. That's a good point. Kadeen said maybe, right, as one word. Yeah, let me think about that. Let me think about that. Okay, Kadeen, I need to give it a thought here. I will get to you. Okay, so in the meantime, let me think about Kadeen's confusion. I need to think about it for a sec. Anyways, here now I want you to write sentences. Write a sentence using may. Write a sentence using might. And what might happen if it rains tomorrow. So if it rains, how's that going to change your plans? Okay, and if it rains tomorrow, how would that change your day? And then what may you do this weekend? So what will you possibly do this weekend? What will you possibly do this weekend? So write in the chat. Okay, let's see your... Okay, so Katie, your question, okay, so may is a modal verb, right? May, might, could, would, right? So it's a modal verb, so we can use it like he may be at the party, right? So we're using that as a modal verb. Maybe, and that's one word, and that just means you're not sure. Okay, you're not using it as a modal verb, just maybe. So it's a little, I would say, Katie, you know, it depends on the sentence. Are you using it as a modal verb or just a word saying you're not sure? So it really depends on how you are making your sentence. So remember, we're just using may as one word. So he may do that. He may do this, right? And then maybe as one word. Maybe I will go to the beach. Maybe it's light blue. And then if you're like describing the weather, it may rain later, right? So it really depends on what you're describing and or you know what you're planning. So it's really case by case. And if you want to write some sentences, if you know, it's always best to you know, give example sentences that'll help you understand, and then it'll help me to help you. So if you're confused and you're not sure to use maybe or just may, write some sentences and then I can help you that way. Yeah, good, Katie. So write some sentences with the two, you know, maybe, and then, so, yeah, so separate the two, write a sentence using maybe, and then write a sentence using may, and that'll help you see the difference and help other people see the difference. Okay, let me read some of your sentences here in the chat. Okay, Carlos, may I help you? Good. Good. Kestrine, I may study with you. Good. Carlos, he might get a slap on the wrist for that action. Very good. Using our, you know, connecting the grammar pair with the idiom. Slap on the wrist. Very good. Helga, it might be nice to meet her, but I'm not sure. Okay, good. Carlos, she may face the music about her behavior. Very good. You guys are doing great. Hannah, she may be there tomorrow, but I don't. Okay, so we're going to change your sentence to might. She might be there tomorrow. That's better. If you want to use maybe, like what, put that first. Maybe she will be there. Helga, you might be all wet if it rains tomorrow. Very good. Helga, I may go to the beach this weekend. Good, Katie. Okay, Carlos, I might work this weekend if the weather is good. Yes. Okay, Katie, nice. Maybe we'll go to the park tomorrow. It may be difficult to finish on time. Perfect. See, you said you were confused, but I don't think you're confused. Perfect. Maybe you'll go to the park tomorrow. It may be difficult to finish on time. Perfect use of those two. Perfect, perfect. Okay, we still have our dictation, so I'm going to again put the clock on 2 minutes. In the next 2 minutes, write your sentences. We're counting down, and then we will do our video dictation. And we're going to practice hardly. Okay, let's see. Baran, I may get a slap on the wrist for not remembering her birthday. Very good. Again, you guys are connecting the idioms with the modal verbs here. That's great. Hannah, she might come back. We don't know that. Very good. Helga, by the way, we were promised rain all day today. Promise, so that means it didn't rain. Are you sad? Oh, you need water, right, Helga? Helga needs water. You want rain. Okay, Katie, we might go out later. Julia, we might go to the gym later. Good. Okay, about 50 seconds, write your sentences, and then we are going to change activities. Okay, we're coming down to the end here. There it is. Okay, Helga says we need water because half of our city receives water once. Yeah, I know. Okay, Hannah, I may go camping this weekend. Yeah, so you want water, Helga. You want lots of water. Helga, come to Japan. We get lots of water and it might rain today, actually. It might rain later today here. It's cloudy. The wind is picking up. So it looks like, yeah, I'm looking now. Yeah, we're going to get rain later. I would say it's more for sure thing than possibility here. I will use will. I will say will here. It will rain later. Okay. It is now time for our video dictation. That means you need a pencil. You need paper. It is video dictation time. Okay, and our topic is hardly. And of course we have our dictation. And then we're going to shadow, yeah. And then check the sentences. Then have a quiz. and then review. Okay, there it is. Dictation, that is listening and writing. So you need a pencil and you need paper. There are 8 sentences. I will read each sentence twice. You will listen to the sentences and write them down word for word. That is dictation. And then step 2, we're going to shadow the sentences. We're going to say the sentences together. Then you will check your sentences, because step 1 and 2, you will not see the sentences. But check step 3, you will compare your sentence with my sentence to see if you got your sentence correct. Then we'll have a quiz. Do you remember the sentences, right? That's the quiz. Remembering, right? That is the difficulty, remembering. It's easy to forget, difficult to remember. So the quiz is to check to see if you remember the sentences, and then we will review all the sentences together. All right, so lots of practice, and our topic is hardly, and that's like almost barely, but like almost like under, right? Hardly, not very often, right? Hardly, not very often. Okay, let's do it. Do you have your pencil? Do you have your paper? Are you ready for the dictation? That's my question for you. Okay, here it is. Hardly. Hardly shows that something is difficult to do. Very little or almost impossible. Okay, hardly. Are you ready? Pencil and paper ready? Shall we do it? Oh, and I will not see the chat because I will be reading the sentences. So for dictation, I will not see the chat. For shadowing, I will not see the chat. And right now, I will put up the sentences. So right now, I cannot see the chat. So I hope you have your pencil. I hope you have your paper, because it is dictation time. Okay, here we go. I will read each sentence twice. Here we go. Dictation time. Pencil and paper time. I could hardly see in the dark room. Write the sentence. I could hardly see the dark room. Number 2, she hardly ever watches TV. She hardly ever watches TV. I had hardly any food left. I had hardly any food left. He could hardly believe the good news. He could hardly believe the good news. The baby could hardly keep from crying. The baby could hardly keep from crying. They hardly spoke to each other all day. They hardly spoke to each other all day. I could hardly stay awake during the movie. I could hardly stay awake during the movie. There was hardly enough space to sit. There was hardly enough space to sit. Okay. All right, so that was dictation. You can't see it right now. There's a box right there, and I will check the box because we did the dictation. You listened and wrote those sentences word for word. Okay, now we're going to say those sentences 3 times together. It is now speaking practice. Dictation was listening and writing. Shadowing is listening and speaking. Okay, here we go. Let's say the sentences together. We'll say each sentence 3 times. Sentence 1. I could hardly see in the dark room. I could hardly see in the dark room. I could hardly see in the dark room. Where? I can't see. She hardly ever watches TV. She hardly ever watches TV. She hardly ever watches TV. I had hardly any food left. I had hardly any food left. I had hardly any food left. He could hardly believe the good news. He could hardly believe the good news. He could hardly believe the good news. The baby could hardly keep from crying. The baby could hardly keep from crying. The baby could hardly keep from crying. You know, babies. They hardly spoke to each other all day. They hardly spoke to each other all day. They hardly spoke to each other all day. I could hardly stay awake during the movie. I could hardly stay awake during the movie. I could hardly stay awake during the movie. There was hardly enough space to sit. There was hardly enough space to sit. There was hardly enough space to sit. Okay, good. All right, so I can see the chat now. That was shadowing. We said the sentences 3 times together. So let's check the box. That was shadowing. I know you can't see the boxes right now. Sorry about that. Okay, now you're going to compare your sentences with my sentences. Do your sentences match my sentences? Did you get it right? Here's the chance. Here's the time to check your sentence. Let's have a look. All right, there is the sentence. I could hardly see in the dark room. It was so dark, I couldn't really see much. I could hardly see. All right, if you got it right, let's see those hearts. Let's see how you did. If you got the sentence right, shoot some hearts, put a emoji in the chat. Let us know how you did. Carlos got it. He's got a taco in the chat. Helga got it. There's a cake. No? No, it's a streetcar. She's got a streetcar. I see hearts shooting in the chat. That means you got it. Nice. Shoot those hearts. Yeah. I like it. I like it. Okay, fantastic. Let's check out number 2. Here's the second sentence. Katie got it. Good. Number 2. Oh, it's a tram. Okay. Thanks, Helga. Okay, on 2. She hardly ever watches TV. If you got it right, shoot some hearts. Let us know. Or put something in the chat. How did you do? Did you get the sentence correct? All right, Julia, you got it. Tacos. Trams. Hearts. Okay, let's go number 3. All right, Katie. Number 3, I had hardly any food left, right? There's not much on the plate. I had hardly any food left, right? Just a few scraps. Just some scraps. Okay, keep those hearts going. All right, I see trams. I see thumbs up. I see happy faces. I see tacos. Okay, let's go to 4. All right, I see kisses. Number 4, he could hardly believe the good news. He was like, no, this is impossible. It's too good to be true. It's too good to be true. He could hardly believe the good news. I see trams. I see happy faces. I see tacos. I see hearts in the shooting hearts. Okay, nice. Let's go to 5. Okay, the baby could hardly keep from crying, right? It's impossible to stop babies from crying. It's natural. All babies cry. So, what are you gonna do? Nothing you can do about it. I see trams. I see tacos. I see donuts. I'm hungry. Tacos and donuts. How about a taco donut? Or a donut taco. Maybe we should say donut taco. The donut is the shell. A taco donut would be donuts in the taco. I don't think so. Yeah, no. You have savory, right? A taco is savory. And then you have donut, which is sweet, you know, deep fried. So those two don't mix. No. Don't mix those two together. Bad idea. Breakfast tacos are good. Right, different, like a bean. I don't mind a bean taco, I guess. I don't know, fish tacos, right? Those are good. Fish tacos. And of course, we want meat in our tacos. Not sweets, yeah. Don't put a donut in your taco, that's right. Okay, let's go to number 6. Challenge, Carlos. Try it. I dare you to put a donut in your taco. Okay, here we go. 6. They hardly spoke to each other all day. They hardly spoke to each other all day. They are very angry with each other. They are not talking to each other. Helga, I see trams. I see happy faces from Katie. Oh, I see shooting hearts in the chat. I see tacos from Carlos. You guys are doing great. All right, here we go. Let's check out 7. Seven is, I could hardly stay awake during the movie. What are kolaches? You have to tell me what a kolach. Carlos, I don't know what that is. Is that a Texas thing? Is that from Texas? I don't know. All right, so back to the sentence. I see trams. I see happy faces. I see tacos. Okay, let's look at, oh, Frosty, nice. Good going, Frosty. Okay, here we go, number 8. Number 8, the sentence, there was hardly enough space to sit. They are crammed. Where am I going to sit? There's hardly any space. Oh, nice, Helga. Actually, I was given watermelon the other day when I went to see my friends. So I've been eating a lot of watermelon. Ah, okay. It's a Baskin-Robbins. Okay. I had no idea. Okay, Carlos, I'll have to check it out. You recommend it? We have Baskin-Robbins here in Japan. I don't know if we have kolaches here. I haven't seen that. Okay, I see trams. Okay, I'll check it out. I see tacos. I see happy faces. Okay, good job, everyone. There's not enough space to sit. I could hardly sit. Okay, Carlos, I'll have a look. I'll try to search for those at Baskin-Robbins next time. Okay, hearts in the chat. That's great. All right, so we checked our sentences. You guys did great. Did your sentence match my sentence? And for most of you, they did. So great job. All right, so for the quiz, there will be 4 sentences, right? So for the dictation and shadowing, there were 8 sentences. But for the quiz, there'll be 4 sentences. You will see the picture, and then from the picture, write the sentence. Do you remember the sentence, right? You'll see the picture. Do you remember the sentence? Here we go. Write the sentence. We have 4. All right, there is the first picture. Do you remember the sentence? Write the sentence. Good, Frosty. Smile. Okay, there's the picture. Do you remember the sentence? Write the sentence in the chat. Okay, Helga is on the board. Kadeen is on the board. They wrote their sentences. Yeah, so frosty means cold. It's frosty. Kind of a little bit, like in the morning, a little bit of ice in the morning is frosty. A frosty glass of beer. So you have a beer from the tap, and the glass is frosty, meaning they put the glass in a freezer, comes out of the freezer, then you pour the beer in the glass, and you have a frosty glass of beer. Okay, Carlos has sentence. Castrine, Henna. Okay, let's have a look. You guys, of course, doing great. Yep. The sentence is, oh, Carlos, a frosty margarita is the best. I could hardly see in the dark. I could hardly see in the dark. Good job, everyone. Here we go. Number 2, our second picture. There we go. There's the picture. Do you remember the sentence? Write the sentence. Yeah, margarita is has crushed ice, blended ice with tequila, triple sec, like a margarita mix with tequila. And then there's salt on the edge of the glass. Okay, I see Helga. I see Kadeen. I see Carlos. All right, so let's have a look. There's Castrine. Carlos says, oh yeah, oh yeah. Okay, here we go. Let's have a look. She hardly ever watches TV. Good job, everyone. She hardly ever watches TV. All right, here we go. Our third one. We got 2 more now. 2 down, 2 up. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Bad situation right here. Bad situation. Do you remember the sentence? Write the sentence. Okay, I see Helga's sentence. There's Katie. Catherine. Carlos. All right, so let's have a look. This sentence is longer. It's more difficult to remember because it's longer. It's easier to remember shorter sentences, more difficult to remember longer sentences. So this is a challenge. Okay, Hannah, I see Hannah. Yep. Good job. They hardly spoke to each other all day. They hardly spoke to each other all day. Okay, we got one more. And there is our last sentence for the quiz. And then the next step is to review all of the sentences together. That's what we'll do next. Right now, look at the picture and write the sentence. Do you remember the sentence? Good question, Carlos. I want to know too. Frosty, where are you from? Okay, I see Helga. I see Katie. I see Carlos. I see Catherine. Okay, I'll count down 5. Okay, let's have a look. Okay, Catherine, I'll give you time. Go ahead, Catherine, write your sentence. Okay, there's Hannah. Catherine wants to change her sentence. I'll give you time. All right, we're here to practice. And so I want to give you time to do what you have to do. Give you time to do it. Okay, Catherine, nice. I see hearts. Okay, let's have a look here. Sprat. I don't know. What's a sprat, Helga? We say sardines. We say a can of sardines. This is a can of sardines. Yeah. I haven't used that expression in a long time. Yeah, I feel like no, we just say can of sardines. Yeah, so, right, sardines, they're like just piled into the can. So it's a can of sardines. Okay, maybe sprats are like sardines. Okay, there was hardly enough space to sit. Okay, good. Carlos is the best. Carlos is the best. Very kind person. Okay, so that was the quiz. Good job, everyone. You saw the picture and then you remembered the sentence from the picture. Good job. Let's check the box. Now we are going to say the sentences in order. We're going to review all 8 sentences together. Okay, Baran asked me about rainy days. So it rains so much here in Japan that it's just normal. So I just do normal things. Of course, if we had plans for a picnic or a barbecue, we would cancel those. But we don't really change much because of rain here. We don't really, our schedule doesn't really change much when it rains here in Japan because it rains so often. But when I lived in California, it didn't rain so often. So on those rainy days, usually in California, the rainy time is February, March, April, May, like just those like 4 months. And it doesn't rain that much during that time, but never now, like August, September, October, never rains. So in California, when it was a rainy day, then we would stay home, you know, then your schedule for sure changes, and it's kind of fun as I remembered. Okay, Angela, thank you so much. Love you. Okay, it's time to review all of the sentences. Let's say them together. Here we go. I'm not going to stop the video. It's going to just continue. We're going to say the sentences. I could hardly see in the dark room. She hardly ever watches TV. I had hardly any food left. He could hardly believe the good news. The baby could hardly keep from crying. They hardly spoke to each other all day. I could hardly stay awake during the movie. There was hardly enough space to sit. Okay, good job. That was video dictation. That was, we reviewed the sentences. So let's check the box. Okay, yep, so that was video dictation. We had dictation practice. We had video shadowing practice. We checked the sentences. We had a quiz. And we reviewed all 8 sentences together. So that was great practice. We got one more thing to do. That is a quiz. On top of the chat, there's a white box. In the white box, there's a sentence. In the sentence, there's a missing word. Choose the best word for the sentence. Let's have a look. Okay, so if you haven't done it, do it now. Choose the best word. On top of the chat, there's a white box. In the white box, it's a quiz. If you haven't done it, do it now. Choose the best word for this sentence. Okay? All right, let's check the quiz, all right? So here we go. Are you ready for the quiz? Okay, the sentence is, she was so tired that she could keep her eyes open. One more time. She was so tired that she could keep her eyes open. Choose the best word. Is it easily? Is it always? Is it hardly? Is it quickly? Does a sentence go like this? She was so tired that she could easily keep her eyes open. She was so tired that she could always keep her eyes open. She was so tired that she could hardly keep her eyes open. She was so tired that she could quickly keep her eyes open. Easily, always, hardly, quickly. Choose the best word. Good luck. All right, yes, you guys got it. Well done. Yes, it is hardly, hardly. So the sentence is, she was so tired that she could hardly keep her eyes open. Good job, everyone. You did right. Easily, right? When you're so tired, you can't keep your eyes open easily. So that is wrong. Always, that doesn't make sense because she was so tired. She always keeps her eyes open. That sounds strange. And then quickly, she was so tired that she could quickly keep her eyes. No, so remember hardly, something that is almost impossible, right? It's difficult. It really, you can't do it, right? So it is hardly. She was so tired she could hardly keep her eyes open. All right, good job, everyone. Thank you for being here because, of course, without you, there's no reason for me to be here. And I want to welcome Frosty to the green team. Frosty, thank you so much. Frosty is now on the green team. So I hope to see you always. Okay, Frosty? So I want to see you in the comments below my videos. I want to see you, and I want to see you here in our live stream classes. Yeah? Okay, great. And also, of course, Patreon for my worksheets. Support me there so I can support you here. All the worksheets you see here are there on my Patreon. By supporting me on Patreon, you show me that you enjoy my worksheets and the lessons. So please do that. Show support so I can help you here. And yeah, so I will be back on Sunday. Well, actually, tomorrow, today's Thursday, tomorrow night is our premiere video. So every Friday night at 10 p.m. Japan time, right? I live in Japan, so it is Japan time. So premiere video. Friday, that's tomorrow. Friday night, I'm in Japan, right? Friday night, 10 p.m. We watch a collection of 5 videos. We chat live. We make sentences based on the videos. So it's good practice for you. If you have questions for me, I can answer your questions, right? Because I'm live, you're live. We are chatting together at the same time. So that's premiere video, Friday night, 10 p.m. Every Friday night. Every Friday night. So I just want to remind you, tomorrow night, 10 p.m., please come and say hello. And yeah, and then Sunday, 10 a.m. on Sunday. So I'll be back on Sunday. And yeah, so we did these idioms. We compared a slap on the wrist with face the music. We looked at this grammar pair, may and might. And then we had video dictation. Topic was hardly. So lots of practice day. I had fun. I hope you had fun too. And I hope to see you tomorrow night for our premiere video. And of course on Sunday, at this time on Sunday, I'll be here. I hope you will be here too. And of course, please come to my channel every day. You will see videos uploaded every day, shorts, quizzes, and things like that. So check out my video. Tell your friends, like my videos, show support, join my Patreon, join the green team. Got books from Amazon.com. Everything you need for your English needs are right here. Okay, so I hope to see you soon. Love and peace to you and your family. Smile, stay safe, be healthy. And thank you again, everyone, especially the green team. Today we had Carlos, Frosty, Angela. So thank you, green team, and everyone. Okay, I'm just looking at Mohammed. Okay, good. Okay, let's say goodbye together. Thank you, Baran. Thank you, Castrine. Buenas noches. Okay, good. Carlos, thank you, buddy, as always. Carlos is a great supporter. Carlos is very kind. He reads all your sentences, and he appreciates you guys participating in the chat. He appreciates your sentences in the chat. I do too, of course. Okay, we are going to say goodbye together. We are going to count down together and say goodbye together. Are you ready? Okay, let's do it. Hannah, thank you, Hannah. And one more time, love and peace to you and your family. Smile, be safe, stay healthy, and I will see you soon. Okay, take it easy. Here we go. We're going to count down together and say goodbye together. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Thank you so much, everyone. Take it easy. Bye. Love and peace. Thank you. Bye.